In the last video, I showed you my rough arrival in Mexico City, how I linked up with my friend Robert and his wife Liz.
Great time. Motherfucking no for me.
And how we navigated through history while exploring one of the most fascinating markets in the country. In this video, we dive into the world of Lucha Libre, get a real taste of a local delicacy, and then sit down for a vivid, honest interview with Robert's brother, where he opens up about his deportation and spending 20 years in prison. We wrap it all up with a boat ride I will honestly never forget. So join me on this next adventure.
Do not party with Mexicans unless you're ready.
So right now we're just heading out to get some tacos and stuff, and then we're gonna head to the fight. Earlier that evening, I joined a group heading to Lucha Libre. First, they loaded us up with drinks. Then they brought us to the street taco spot and told us, eat as many tacos as you want.
Eat too, I mean, it's all the tacos that you can eat.
One of the most incredible sights in Mexico City is watching the street taco vendors at work. The speed, the rhythm, the precision, it's almost like a performance. Hands moving non-stop, knives chopping, meat sizzling, tortillas warming, everything happening at once. They flip, turn, slice, and scoop without missing a beat, stacking flavors, pouring sauces, folding tortillas in seconds. There's no pause, no wasted movement, just pure focus and muscle memory built from doing this thousands of times. And all of it happens so fast, serving countless customers one after another, each taco made fresh right in front of you. It's not just food, it's culture, it's hustle, it's art on the street.
Pero tú me esperas calientito sin censura. No preguntas, no reclamas, no juzgas jamás. No más limón, sal y órale pa' atrás. Porque mi amor son los tacos, bien servidos y baratos. Me llenan el alma y el plato. Contigo no fallo. Mi amor son los tacos, de noche hasta temprano. No me rompen el corazón, nomás me rompen el ayuno. Al pastor girando lento, como vinil viejo, con piña arriba, eso ya es privilegio.
So guys, you've seen the video. These guys are the most efficient taco makers ever. You know, this is the whole group. We're heading to this Mexican wrestling.
So they're moving extremely fast and they're producing these tacos like in no time, boom, boom, boom. So I believe these are the best tacos I've ever had in my life. And the way you find this,
You see Su Mesa, that's the name of the street right there, Su Mesa. Okay, that's where you want to find this taco stand.
I really mean it, the best tacos I've ever had. It was all inclusive and I had quite a bit. It was so good. If you're in Mexico City, remember that store Su Mesa?
You'll find this stand right here. You see the commotion? This is the spot. All right, this is the spot to have these tacos. Bon appetit. We're heading to the wrestling. They got all these magazines here for all those tough fighters here. Mexican wrestling is a big deal, you know? It's a big deal. Look at this. It's a whole culture, guys.
It's my first time doing this, man. I'm so excited. It's super crowded, but you have to wear a mask to go in the arena. You have to wear a mask. And I can hear the sound from here. I'm excited.
Check this out, guys. People are buying masks because you have to wear a mask to go inside. You know? Look at this line.
Girls with the girls, guys with the guys.
Okay. Okay.
Walking to this event, I really didn't know what to expect. It was my first time at a Lucha Libre event. The moment we got closer, you could already hear it. The crowd was loud, non-stop, and full of energy. As the fighters were walking in, one after another, I thought I'd seen it all. Until this one. Lucha Libre is pure chaos. Guys flipping through the air, getting slammed on the mat, popping back like nothing happened. It's fighting, comedy, drama, all at the same time. Round after round, fighter after fighter, the action just keeps coming. And the crowd is right there with it. Cheering, reacting, living every moment.
Muy borracho pa bailar, muy borracho pa pensar, muy borracho pa entender que esto era pa cotorrear. Me empezó a seguir por la calle como novela criminal. Le dije, compa, es bachata, relájate tantito ya. Muy borracho pa bailar, perdido en la emoción, yo riéndome nervioso, él siguiendo el corazón.
So guys, I'm leaving the stadium now. It was a crazy experience. This Mexican wrestler here, first time I've seen this. It was definitely an experience. It's loud, it's still going on right now, but I have to call it a night. It goes on until pretty late. I'm tired, but it was fun. And it's very cheap, it's only $15 to actually see a fight. I was able to secure a very interesting interview with a man by the name of Robert, who has been incarcerated for close to 20 years. And he has been recently released on parole. How are you doing today, Robert?
All right, brother. How you doing?
Good, good. So first, let me say thank you for allowing me to talk to you today. So I've been friends with your brother for a long time. So he never really told me much about you, besides the fact that you were in prison. So I wanted to talk to you about your experience. So why were you in prison for?
I was in prison for first-degree murder for a crime that I committed when I was 18 years old.
Okay. When were you released on parole?
November 9th of last year.
November 9th of last year. Okay. So did you try to get out on parole before, or was it the first time?
No, it was my first time. I had to go in front of the parole board, and I was granted parole in my initial hearing.
Okay, okay, sounds good. What's going on with your status exactly in the U.S.? You were deported back in Mexico?
Yes, I was deported because I was convicted of a felony. My legal status was revoked, and I was deported back to my country of origin.
Okay. All right, so you're home, and I have to tell you, this is a beautiful country.
It is.
When I was thinking, this is a punishment, I was like, wow, there are worse places to be than Mexico, It's a great country. So what is the one thing that you think people may not be aware of regarding life in prison? We watch movies, we watch shows, but you were actually there, and 20 years is a long time. So what is the one thing that you think maybe shows don't capture as well?
I don't know. I guess it would be the injustice of the criminal justice system. I'm not saying all of us didn't belong there. We were all there for one reason or another, but we're still human beings. And at some point in time, we just become a number, and it's hard to get through. A lot of people lose hope. A lot of men, a lot of women lose hope. And to me, I think that's the biggest misconception, I guess you would say, about being incarcerated.
Yeah. So if somebody, let's say a correctional officer or someone who has influence politically, was to watch this video, what would you say is one change that they could make in order to make the system better or more fair for people who are behind bars?
I think the rehabilitation, focus more on rehabilitation, because men do want to rehabilitate if given the opportunity, given the chance, given the opportunity. I think that it would go a long ways. And restorative justice is a big one, because I mean, you send somebody to prison, you throw away the key. What is it to deter that man to continue his criminality while incarcerated? Nothing.
One thing that is often discussed is what makes people commit crimes. Some people say it's nature. Some people say it's a learned behavior, it's nurtured. What would you say?
I think it's a combination of both.
Okay.
Or of all. Because like myself, you know, I don't want to blame anybody because at the end of the day, the choices I made, the bad choices I made that led me to prison were my choices. But because of where I grew up and things I saw and just my circumstances, a lot of people, you know, most people can learn how to deal with obstacles, deal with the traumas and things that happen in their lives. And, you know, some of us, it becomes difficult and it turns into the rage, anger, and, you know, I didn't want to hurt. So guess what? Somebody else is going to hurt. That's the way I thought of it at the time.
Okay. So was it like a gang related thing for you, or was it like a personal?
It was at a party.
Okay.
You know, there was a fight and there was an altercation at the party. I was with my cousins, and we're there, and we weren't part of an actual gang, but our mentality and the way we acted, you know, the way we carried ourselves was gang mentality. And unfortunately, somebody lost their life.
Right. Okay. All right. So how did you change after 20 years? I mean, it's a very long time to be behind bars. Like, is there anything that you have seen in yourself that has changed, either good or bad, that you don't mind sharing?
No, well, I think the biggest thing for me, or what helped me change, was, you know, everybody has to hit their rock bottom. You know, in my case, my addictions, and I had to first deal with that and first understand myself. Why did I lead? Why did I go down the road that I did? You know, why did I have to make the bad choices? Why did I have to hurt people? Because, I mean, I have a great family support, and obviously it wasn't enough for me. You know, I ended up hurting the people that I love the most. You know, so I think that at some point during my incarceration, there's part of a restorative justice. I was introduced to restorative justice, and there was a priest that brought in the program onto the yard that I was at, and I think him helping me realize that I didn't have to continue living the life that I was living. I didn't have to continue on the path of self-destruction. So, and I had to first come to understand myself and what it was that led me to the addictions, that led me to the bad influences, that led me to hang around with the wrong crowd. In order, at first I had to understand myself before I can understand why I did what I did. And I think that was the biggest, that was a turning point for me.
Do you think that the punishment you received was fair, the 20 years?
I do.
Okay.
Because the life was lost, and I don't know, no amount of time is going to bring my victim back. So I can't say that it was fair. And actually, I had a longer sentence. I was granted early parole.
Right.
But I also believe in second chances.
Right.
But I also believe in rehabilitation and taking care of myself first, so that I know now the man that sits here today is not the same man that was 32 years ago when I committed my crime. So, you know, luckily I was blessed. God blessed me with the opportunity to come home and start anew. And now I continue trying to live to honor my victim. so that nobody else has to hurt
Right.
because of me, because of anything that I've done.
How long did it take you to feel remorse?
I think from the get-go, but because, like I said, because of my addictions and stuff like that, you know, I put it in the back of my mind and tried to forget about it and tried to numb it with whatever it was that I could.
Yeah.
And I was actually, you know, I was on the run for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
When I committed my crime, I evaded arrest and I flew to Mexico. You know, like, and I think it's a cowardly act because I knew I had done wrong and I didn't want to pay the consequences. So I ran. Finally, 10 years later, I get arrested and I was tried and convicted and sent to prison. And up until 2013, I ended up getting in trouble while incarcerated again, and I got a year's shoe term, and I got sent to the SHU. And while I was in the SHU, Father George, he went to go visit me at the SHU, and he came to my cell and he said, "You know what? It's okay, Robert. You made a mistake. You made bad choices again, but your life doesn't have to end like this. There's still, you matter. All you have to do is, you know, change."
Yeah.
And when he walked away from my cell door at the time, I think that was the defining moment for me.
Right.
I sat there and thought about it all night, and I knew I couldn't continue living.
Wow. So what is the SHU exactly? I'm assuming it's like a prison within a prison.
It is.
Okay.
It's a security housing unit.
Okay. How many hours a day are you actually behind bars, and how many hours of free time are you allowed?
You only go out to cage yard 3 times a week for a couple hours at a time. Other than that, you're stuck in your cell.
24 hours. Wow. Man, that's crazy. I noticed you have tattoos. Did you have them while incarcerated? Do they represent anything? I'm asking you because, you know, often people talk about, like, you know, prison tattoos, like you have to belong to a clique in order to survive. Otherwise, you know, the movies, they, you know, so I don't know how much of it is true. So I'm just curious.
Tattoos, I've always liked tattoos since I was a kid. I got my first tattoo when I was 14, 15 years old, and I just continued. And once I got to prison, you know, I had cellies that did tattoos, and I just went from there. I got one arm. I got evil, represents the evil parts of my life, and I got the other arm is religious. You know, my faith, stuff like that. So that's
what it is. Is it easy to make friends? Do you have to fight? Like, what's going on?
I mean, it is what it is. Prison is prison.
Yeah.
You know, but I met a lot of great people while incarcerated. You know, a lot of us have paroled in the last 5 years. This last year, especially in this last year, there's 20 of us off the same yard, and those are a great group of guys. You know, we're all in recovery. We keep in contact. You know, whether it's texting, phone calls, whatever it is. You know, it's the connection and the bonds I made with men that I learned in prisons is a connection that I don't know that I've ever had friendships like that outside of prison. You know, it's a bunch of great guys. You know, they all. I'm not saying that they were wrongly convicted. No, they all have done their time like myself, and now we're trying to give back to society from which we took so much from.
Right.
You know, that's what it's all about, basically.
Were the prison guards fair, kind, harsh?
It's like everything. It's just like police on the street. You got good officers, you got bad officers, you got racist officers, you got, you know, there's some of them treat you, you know, like a human being. Some of them see you just like an animal. So, I mean, it is what it is. You're not going to change. They got control over everything. So, you know, it is what it is. You just learn how to maneuver and survive.
Right. And you were legal in the U.S., right?
I was.
And then they still, after this, took away your legal status.
They did.
And deported you.
They did.
Did you have a chance to fight that, or was it just kind of part of the whole deal?
No, I had an attorney. I spoke to an attorney. I went in front of the judge, and I could have fought my deportation, but it would have took me anywhere from 6 months to another 2 years.
Oh my goodness!
And because of my case,
yes,
because of the crime I was convicted of, they would not give me bail. So I would have to stay incarcerated, and I just gave them 20 years. I wasn't going to give them any more time.
No.
You know, I said,
I understand that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I understand that. How's the food?
The food is horrible. It's what it is. Prison is not supposed to be gourmet or anything like that. So,
right.
You know, but you do with what you got. You know, we're allowed to get packages. We're allowed to buy certain stuff in the canteen, the commissary. You know, so if you got a little bit of money, if you got family taking care of you, you know, it's not as bad as it could be.
So you were saying earlier about losing hope and the danger of that. What makes a man lose hope? Is that the idea that they may never see their family again? Is it just the amount of time behind bars? What is it that, or just the harsh punishment inside? What is it that makes you lose hope?
I don't know. I mean, every man is different, but when you're sitting there behind bars and with no chance in any time of going home, you know, when I went into the system, I went in as a lifer. I was sentenced in 29 years to life. So in order for me to go home, I had to go in front of the parole board, and the parole board would have to grant me release. You know, when I first got incarcerated, they weren't releasing. They were releasing maybe 2 people a year. You know, nobody was going home. So there was and there's a lot of men in there that have been incarcerated since they were 15, 14,
wow,
16, 17 years old. They're 50 years old now. They're 38 years old. They're 40 years old. And all they've known is
prison life.
Prison.
Yeah.
You know? And so it's just like any animal. You lock him, you cage him up, guess what's going to happen? If he's able to escape, guess what's going to happen?
Right.
He's going to react.
Right. Wow. I'm assuming some of them didn't have any family members left when they got out. You know, probably lost all their friends, death.
Yeah. A lot of them, you know, because like I said, we're in prison for not for being good guys or anything. So a lot of them, like myself, have hurt our families. You know, a lot of the men they don't have their families or contact with them, but it's because of their doings. You know, some of them, they destroyed relationships before their incarceration. Some of them destroyed relationships while they were incarcerated because they continued their criminality. So, you know, a lot of them, after a certain amount of time, you know, the family starts getting older, family passes away, family move away, you know.
How do you stay informed with what's going on? Like when there's an election, who wins the election, there's a hurricane, like all the events that happen throughout the year. Like, do you get to watch the news? Do you get a newspaper? Like, how do you stay informed?
We get newspapers. We got a TV in our cell. We're able to have radios. So you listen to the radio, you watch the news. You know, the same thing with sports. It's just a distraction.
Right.
I'll pass the time.
Okay. Did you have another job while you were in prison? Like, did you have to learn, let's say, how to cook or anything like that, part of the rehabilitation process?
Yeah, I had well, obviously I went in, I got my GD because I dropped out of school in the 9th grade. And I was a freshman in high school, and that's when I started getting into trouble. Right. And, you know, I went to juvenile hall, got on probation. I just wasn't going to go to school. So
Right.
I dropped out, but I got sent to prison, and I was lucky enough to get into school, and I got my GED. I completed my GED, took some college classes, and I started working. I worked various jobs, you know, from a clerk, teacher's aide, tutor. I was the last 8 years I was on the plant operations. You know, I was in the trades. I was in the plumbing crew. I was an electrician. So there's different jobs there that you can do.
How did the world change for you? With no smartphones, the computers were not really doing what they're doing today. I mean, 20 years is a long time. So what is the first thing that shook you, like that surprised you once you got out?
Man, I don't know, just how much everything had changed.
Yeah.
You know, just everything. Just driving when I was released from the prison, they drove me out to LAX, and just seeing how everything had changed. I mean, those were freeways that I drove daily. You know, they was completely different. I was lost. They would have left me right in the middle of the city that I grew up in, and now I see pictures, and it's totally.
It's a different place.
It's a different place.
Yeah. What did you crave the most? Was human contact, I'm assuming, is a tough one, right?
Yeah.
Not being able to, because there's no more conjugal visits.
No, we got as life. There was conjugal visits for if you weren't a lifer, if you weren't sentenced to life, you were allowed to have conjugal visits.
Okay.
They took from the lifers. They took them back in 1994, and we got them back about, I want to say, about 6 years ago.
Okay. So were you with the state of California or the federal government?
No, I was in the state of California.
State of California.
CDCR.
Okay. All right. So that leads me to my next question. So you are now engaged, or you have a girlfriend who will probably kill me if she hears me asking this question this way, but how did you meet your current partner?
A friend of mine.
Okay.
My fiance, she's a twin, and a friend of mine that I knew prior to my incarceration, is married to her twin sister.
Okay.
So that's one of the very few friends, because once you're incarcerated, you know, your homies, your friends, they all disappear. You know who's really your friend and who's not. And this guy had followed me for 20 years. You know, he would visit me once, twice a year. He would write me, and through them, I met her.
So they basically told her about you, and then she came and visited you.
Well, actually, I was in Calipatria. I was in the Imperial Valley, and they were driving to go visit me, and they had family. They were going to Mexicali to go visit family. So she was going with them, but she wasn't approved to come in. So she had to wait outside for the 6 hours during the visit.
Wow.
So her sister asked me, you know, send a visiting form. That way, when we come in, my sister, she doesn't have to wait outside. And I sent the visiting form, and 2 years later, I didn't see her. 2 years later, she came to visit me one time, and now it's been 14 years.
How do you maintain a relationship behind bars?
Easy.
Wow.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of patience on her part. You know, a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work on both parts.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing to have someone when you get out like this, because I'm sure it takes some adjustment. Meeting a woman and telling her, hey, you know, I used to be in prison, might be a little bit tough, you know, when you're dating. So, you know, I'm glad that you found someone that, you know, you care about. And she's a very nice person.
Yes, she is. And, you know, I think the biggest thing is just honesty. You know, when I first met and we started talking, and after a few months, she came down to visit me, and she told me she had feelings for me. And I said, you know, if you want to begin a relationship, so first and foremost, I want you to know what you're getting into. I don't want to hide anything. You know, this is what I'm convicted of. This is my sentence. You know, as it stands right now, like I said, 14 years ago, nobody was going home. And I had to be honest with her. You know, I wasn't going to tell her, oh, I'll be home in 5 years, or I'll be home in 2 years. And, so I was honest with her, and I think that's been the best part of our relationship has been
Yeah.
the honesty.
The honesty.
Being able to talk to each other and tell each other the truth, even when it's uncomfortable at times.
What is your plan now? I mean, now that you're back home, 20 years, I don't know, what are you planning to do? Because you still, how old are you now?
I just turned 51 a couple of weeks ago.
So you're still a young man, right?
Thank you.
You're still a young man. So what is your plan? Professionally, what are you planning to do? I'm assuming, you have maybe you thought about this, or maybe you didn't.
I thought about it a lot. It's even though I was born in Mexico, I've lived all my life in the United States. My parents immigrated to California when I was 3 or 4 years old. So I never went to school in Mexico. Never. I was all in Southern California. So it's a little adjustment, in the new country. But I think my plans today is work hard, give back to my community, and if God willing, I want to start my own business. Like I said, I've been incarcerated for the last 20 years, and I've only been out 3 months. So I'm going to start work here next Monday on the 14th.
Oh, wow.
That'll be my first day.
You already have a job lined up?
I do.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And go from there. I want to take some classes because, like you said, I'm computer illiterate. In technology, I'm so far behind in technology, so I want to take some courses and some college courses. I want to take some business classes because I do eventually, someday I want to start my own business.
So what advice do you have for anyone who's currently involved in a life similar to the one you were involved in before?
I think first and foremost, really think about the people that you're hurting, because I know that I myself used to think about, man, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm hurting myself. That was a lie I told myself. And obviously that wasn't the case. I hurt a lot of people. So just think about what you're doing. It's not worth it. You have a chance. Your life matters. My life matters. Everybody's life matters. Just think about what it is. If you're in addiction, get sober, find yourself a group, and go there and stay clean. Deal with whatever it is you're running from. Because that's at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what the criminal lifestyle is all about. We're all running from something.
Do you wish you were in the U.S. right now? Do you think that you would have more opportunities, or do you think it's better for you to be home, back in Mexico?
I would be lying if I said I didn't wish I could be back in the United States. For many reasons. Of course, it's better all the way around. But my family is over there. My granddaughters are over there. My brothers, my nieces, nephews, everybody. All my family's in the United States. But also, I have opportunities to work with the at-risk youth.
Oh, good.
While I was incarcerated, and through restorative justice, I would have loved to be able to work alongside those young kids that because I know what it's like to be there. I was there at one point in time, and I would have liked to give back to my community, that I took so much from,
right.
But God had other plans for me. So now in Mexico, I'm going to continue doing doing that here. You know, I live at the border town. I live in Tijuana, and there's a lot of need there for restorative justice and you know, helping out there. And I hope someday to be able to help somebody just like the people that were going into the prisons and gave me the opportunity. And that's why I'm here today, able to talk to you today.
I appreciate that. One thing, do you think, based on what you've seen in prison, do people get better or do you think people come off worse? Because, you know, I would say you pick up the worst of society, right? You put them all together. Why can't they teach each other, right? You know, how to be better criminals. You know, that's the common thing that people say. So is that fair, or do you think that it's actually not quite accurate?
No, there's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah.
Like I said, there is also a lot of very smart men incarcerated that, you know, that are willing to reach out and help. Sometimes, you know, depending on what yard you're on, it's not conducive. You know, the opportunities for rehabilitation are very limited and could be detrimental to your health.
Of course.
So, but I think almost everybody, if given the opportunity, I think they would take it.
Yeah.
And change.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, I'm sure we can do this all night, but I really appreciate you giving me a few minutes of your time, you know, to discuss this. Remember, we all deserve a second chance. Nobody's perfect. And if there's a camera watching every single one of us, you know, I'm pretty sure some of us would have gotten the taste of, you know, of being behind bars too. So we're boarding the boat right now, as you can see. It's gonna be a good time.
We were boarding and setting up everything. The mariachis were walking in. We were ready to have a good time.
Yeah. That's what it's hola. That's what it's all about. So, hola. ¿Cuándo es? ¿Ah? 30? 80? Uno? Okay. So guys, you have about 80 pesos for the nachos right there. You can have them done.
Quisiera morirme de una buena pena, porque eso de amarte me trajo problemas. A través del vaso yo miro tu cara, las ganas de verte no se van con nada. Tengo mucha prisa por ir a buscarte, pero no me arrepiento, me gana el coraje. Fue la decepción más grande que he tenido. Lo que tú me hiciste, lo peor que he vivido. Dime, cantinero, tú sabes de penas, a los cuantos tragos me olvido de ella. Ella me cambió por unas monedas, hoy quiere volver, mejor que no vuelva, porque ya no quiero saber de su vida. A través del vaso yo la sigo viendo, porque como loco la sigo queriendo, la sigo queriendo. Uy, uy, uy. Uy, uy, para que te marees,
Garcías. Antes de irnos, una foto.
And just like that, the journey was launched.
Ya me acabé chingos de cartones, tomé tequila a montones, el olvido ha llegado. Ya fui a rezar a la iglesia, puse un santo de cabeza, el olvido ha llegado. Ya tuve nuevos amores, ya destrocé corazones, el olvido no ha llegado. Que olvido tan testarudo, parece que viene en burro, que olvido tan desgraciado. Y por tus recuerdos ya he quedado en cero. No llega el olvido, se quedó dormido. Mientras yo me muero. Ay, se hunde esta madre, Titanic. Y por tus recuerdos ya he quedado en cero. No llega el olvido, se quedó dormido. Mientras yo me muero. Diabetes ya me dio, carnal, ¿eh?
This boat ride was already way more fun than the one I did in Venice, Italy a while back. This just feels more real. Boats bumping into each other, people waving, laughing, drinking. There's energy everywhere. Everyone's happy. Venice is beautiful, no doubt, but it's quiet, very individual, very reserved. Here, it's loud, it's alive, it's all about the community. And honestly, for me, this is a better experience.
Yo sé bien que estoy afuera, pero el día que yo me muera, sé que tendrás que llorar. Llorar y llorar, llorar y llorar. Dios, que no me quisiste, pero vas a estar muy triste. Yo sí que me vas a quedar. Con dinero y sin dinero, todo siempre lo que quiero. Y palabras vale. No tengo trono ni reina, ni nadie que me comprenda, pero sigo siendo el rey. Y para adentro, vámonos.
Arriba.
Sé que la vida es corta,
Guys, it's pretty crazy here. There are so many boats, like, you know, we keep bumping against each other. Like, check this out. You know, like, there are so many boats. And you have to give it out to the guys that are actually like riding, pushing the boat, because, you know, there's a lot of weight. You can see what's going on there. You know, they have to push and make sure they don't hit anybody. It's pretty crazy here. It's a pretty large area, you know?
Dentro de mí, te juro, corazón, que no es falta de amor.
As we were riding around, we were seeing a variety of different boats. They weren't just party boats. Some were selling alcohol and various other items. But everywhere you look here, there's something different floating by. It's complete chaos. And honestly, I'm enjoying every moment of it.
So guys, this is a must do here. A must. Can't recommend this enough. Amazing music. I mean, look how many boats are here. Look at that. You know?
Te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Queriendo en la fecha de verte llegar. El frío de tu cuerpo pregunta por ti y no sé dónde está.
Cheers. Cheers. Salud. Salud. Hey. Hey.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think 11. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I 10, 11. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Vive un amor que para mí será importante, porque solo la prueba y lo mejor de cada instante. Viajé y disfruté, no sé si jamás que otro pudiera. Todo esto fue a mi manera. Tal vez lloré o tal vez reí, tal vez gané o tal vez perdí. Ahora sé que fui feliz, que si lloré también amé. Puedo seguir hasta el final, a mi manera. El hombre al fin conocerá su vivir. No hay por qué hablar ni qué decir, ni volar ni qué fingir. Quiero seguir hasta el final, a mi manera. Ahí está, qué ánimo traemos de veras.
It's hard to even describe this boat ride in Mexico. We're just here, drinking, laughing, and letting the moment take over. The more songs that played, the more the drinks kept coming. And the more relaxed, the more loose we all started to feel. Some experiences are hard to put into words, but this is honestly one of the best times I've ever had. It really makes you reflect on how simple life can be. Good music, being surrounded by good friends and family, and what that does to your mind. It reminds you that it's not about how much money you spend, but who you choose to spend your time with.
Por tu maldito no puedo terminar con tantas penas. Quisiera reventarme hasta las venas por tu maldito amor, por tu maldito amor. Mis sentimientos y el alma se me sigue consumiendo por tu maldito amor, por tu maldito amor, por tu maldito amor, por tu bendito amor. Alma rota. Salud por aquellas que se fueron y que no regresen las No te vayas, manito, hombre. Dice. Y al fin te la cobraron por no medir los pasos que tomaba. Por eso es que he llegado a la derrota. Le hice una traición a quien me amaba. Ahora estoy como estoy, con mi
The music is so good. It's amazing. I have to give it to those guys that are like navigating these boats, you know? They put so much strength and, man, like, it takes a skill to really... What's that?
You like Mexican songs?
I love Mexican songs. Awesome.
Welcome to Mexico.
Thank you. Thank you. Guys, like, I have to give it to these guys, man. Imagine how many songs they have to memorize. Imagine how many songs they have to memorize and sing it like this. It's amazing. Guys, it's such a good time here. Like I said, this is definitely a thing you don't want to miss, but the mariachis are the main reason why this is even more awesome. Besides just riding the boat and drinking, man, the music makes up for like everything, guys. You cannot come to Mexico City and you don't do this. This is a must. This is a must, for sure. I have a tremendous, like, soft spot in my heart for Latin music. I love reggaeton, but I have to give it to the mariachis, man. They are so good. They're so good. And like I was saying earlier, imagine how many songs they have to memorize to sing like this. It's amazing to me. Not only memorizing them, but singing them like perfectly like that. Man, it's awesome. And then got that guy right there. Shout out to that guy who has to guide us all. You know? He has to guide us. And there's like so many boats. So many boats, guys. Gotta bump. Like, this is the craziest traffic jam I've ever seen. Man, it's awesome. You know, we get up close and personal. Next to me, there's another boat that was celebrating a man by the name of Manuel Jose, right there. Outstanding, oh man, so nice. That is awesome, guys. Hello. That is awesome. Mexicans are the nicest people you ever meet. Don't believe what you hear. Travel, come to Mexico, and have a great time.
And
eat grasshoppers and worms. I'm sure you've seen those videos. Crazy stuff.
Lo que acabas de compartir conmigo hoy. Felicidades y espero se esté pasando un momento agradable. Que estás viviendo la vida. ¿Qué más?
¡Si no me mato, ya vamos a acabar! ¡Arriba la tóxica!
Que me bastan unos tragos de tequila. Les platiqué que me encontré con otro amor y que en sus brazos fui dejando de quererte, que te aborrezco. Quiero que sepas la verdad. No te he dejado de adorar. Allá en mi triste soledad me han dado ganas de gritar, salir corriendo y preguntar qué es lo que ha sido de tu vida. Acá entre nos, siempre te la vuelvo a recordar. Yo y que a mi lado ya no estás, no queda más que confesar que ya no puedo soportar, que estoy odiando sin odiar, porque respiro por la herida. Hasta ser medio chingaderas.
Guys, you have to enjoy life, you know? The system is set up so we just work so much. You have to take your own time and enjoy yourself. Don't wait for retirement. It's not the same. It's not the same. Do it when you're young. Make a sacrifice. Pay a bill late. It doesn't matter.
¿Una hora más? One more. Okay. Las que quieras. De aquí nos quedamos a las 6 de la mañana.
We are adding one more hour. This is it can keep going until tomorrow morning.
Ya no me tires, cabrón, de veras. Ya cogeré la... Si tus besos me hicieran...
This is awesome, guys. Good time, good time. Is there anything tequila can fix? I don't know. I think tequila can fix just about anything. I think tequila beats your psychologist. I think so. Guys, check this out. So we sit here by the lake, having a good time, and this is somebody's house. And they're selling, like, you know, art and stuff, and you can pay to use their bathrooms. You know? What do you think of this experience, Oswald?
I love it. It's great. It's wonderful. Come back again. You got to come back on November 1st for Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead. When they celebrate, it's a big Mexican celebration, Day of the Dead.
Really?
Yes, it's bigger than everything you can see in Mexico.
Wow. Anywhere in Mexico you recommend?
Everywhere.
Anywhere.
Well, Mexico City and some of the other cities there. But in some of the, I'm not sure the name of the place, but they celebrate it bigger. People just come from the grave and everywhere. The whole street is a parade. It's exciting.
Nice.
November 1st.
November 1st. Nice, nice, nice. Can you imagine having a house like this? Like right by the water, you know? And yeah, you can go and chill and like get some money for like anything you're selling here. Look at this boat. Cool. But they don't have the mariachis, so it's not as fun. You gotta have the mariachis. Hey guys, so we got off the boat and we are in this house that I was mentioning earlier. So check this out. So a lot of boats come out here to use the bathroom. You gotta pay something. And then they're selling art. Got this little
Cantaritos,
Cantaritos.
micheladas.
What is micheladas?
That's the mixed
beer.
drink with the beer.
Oh, okay.
And the clamato and the chili.
Yes.
They sell tequila drinks.
Tequila.
Snacks
Snacks right there.
Pork skin.
Yes.
But it's pickled pork skin.
Oh.
They sell chips.
Chips.
Other chips.
Yeah. More chips right here. Okay.
Cigarettes.
Anything you want, basically. Man. So this is a nice break, you know? Because we're taking a 3-hour boat ride, so it's good to have a break and get a couple things.
So the boats, you rent them for 25 to 30 bucks an hour.
The boat is 25 an hour.
25 to 30.
25, 30.
Depending who you get. And then you can bring whatever you want on the boat.
Yeah.
If you want to bring it. If not, then you can buy from all these people. But it's cheaper if you bring your own.
How much is the mariachis?
These mariachis were about 150 to 175 an hour.
Okay.
Or you can pay per song when you find one.
Yeah.
It's like 20 bucks an hour.
Okay.
20 bucks a song.
20 bucks a song. It's better to get them for the hour, right? I think so. Yeah, you heard that. You know, it's better to get them for the hour so you can sing as many songs as you like versus just paying for a certain number of, you know, of songs, you know, because you don't know how many songs you want. And once you get going, man, this thing gets crazy here. So, would you like a drink?
Well, I ordered more beer for the boat.
Okay, I want one of these.
You want one of these?
Yeah.
Otro cantarito también, por favor.
What is this exactly?
Cantarito.
There's a tequila.
It's like a mixed drink with tequila.
A mixture with tequila. Okay.
Sí.
You taking all of these?
Yeah.
Taking it to it for
Man, we keeping this gangster, huh? Wow. And she's using the chips bag for the whatever this is.
It's like chips with pork rinds.
No.
Those are Japanese peanuts.
Yes.
They're crunchy on the outside and a peanut on the inside.
Okay. Wow.
Then they put chili.
The options are unlimited. Like riding the boat without music wouldn't be the same. You gotta have that music though. You gotta have the music. So this, like I said, is definitely a must when you come out here in Mexico City. It's a must. You gotta come out here and do this. And look at this dog. Hello dog, how you doing? Oh, nice dog. Good times out here in paradise. So, you were saying what's in this drink?
¿Qué tiene el cantarito?
Tequila.
Tequila y qué más?
Jugo de naranja, limón, refresco de toronja.
Orange juice, lemonade, grapefruit, and tequila.
All right, it's good. It's really good. I'm starting to see double, so I guess it's working. It's a good drink. And yesterday, they actually went out and met these mariachis right there. And they were performing so well, they decided to hire them again today. Because if you get the mariachis right from here, you end up paying more money. So they figured, you know, why not? Let's just bring our own, pay them per hour, and we can just have a blast. So this is what's going on right now. We're just having a good time. So I'm gonna get back on the boat. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm tipsy. So imagine, I hope I don't. Shaking, shaking, shaking. I'm joking. I can do this. It's all right. It's not so bad.
Ready to take a swim?
Hey, we're gonna swim. At the end, we're gonna jump in.
I'm good.
Hey, since I came home, I've been telling my wife, I want to swim 12 one of those months. When we got in, I said, I think this is gonna be my first swim.
Salud! Oh!
Vestido pegado, mirada peligrosa. Me dices tranquilo, pero te me acercas. Un shot, luego dos, ya perdí el control. Tequila quemando, subiendo el calor.
No te frenes, pega lento. Tu cuerpo gritando lo que no dices con palabras. Respiras fuerte, me miras mal. Esa carita ya quiere.
Tomando shots del cuerpo lento y sucio. Sale en tu piel, limón por tu cuello. Labios cerquita, no hagas teatro. Tequila en tu piel, me tiene mal.
Tomando shots del cuerpo sin control. Sudando juntos.
say, you have to bring people who enjoy drinking, because if you're not drinking, there's no point.
All of it, all of it, all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it.
¡Cabía su momento! Era cosa calma, no lo vi.
Do it again.
Ay, güey, ya ni hay. Come on, man.
One more time. One more time. One more time.
Okay, ready, set, go. They tell you when to come.
When they say,
Let her keep singing. Ivan, keep singing. I'll tell you when it's down, okay? Hey, dice. I'll tell you when. Queremos saber si hay venezolano. Queremos saber si hay venezolano. Que no ha tomado nada, se está haciendo pendejo. Que no ha tomado nada, se está haciendo pendejo.
the song says,
Louisiana, listen.
The song says, we want to know, is Oswald a friend or is he just being a jackass? And then it says, he's gonna chug it all the way to the back, and then that's when you chugged it.
They got me, man. Woo! That's a lot of beer. Woo! That's a lot of beer. And the beers kept on coming.
I got you, motherfucker.
I'm messed up, man.
Oh, you better have a beer or two, motherfucker. Hey, you got one of those Mexicans
Cheers.
that act like you ain't gonna have one.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. Ay, ay, ay. Do not party with Mexicans unless you're ready.
Get it.
Necesito agua. Por favor.
I love you, baby.
All good things come to an end, right? We made it here in one piece. Gracias.
Estamos a la orden.
Hasta luego. Man, this was such a good time. I can't recommend this enough, guys. I cannot recommend this enough. Yeah. What?
That's your music, right?
Oh my God, reggaeton! Hey, 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 hey!
What's the other one? And then they have regular coffee.
Why can't he wear it outside the house?
Regular fucking gear.
But this is regular gear.
That's not. You wearing that shit outside your house?
It's a paisa gear.
You wearing that shit outside your house?
No.
That is a paisa ass gear right there. I'm like, no. You didn't even claim Mexico until like a couple years ago.
So because he's a fake is a fake Mexican. He can't speak Spanish, born and raised. He's not allowed to wear the paisa gear.
Sarape, it's called sarape.
Sarape. Oh,
With the Virgin Mary.
He should wear this to a game, like you would get.
No, Ivan, don't fucking encourage.
Ivan, you buy one of these and you chill around your house and you're warm as, especially you where it's snowing, cold.
Yeah.
You chill in the house with this. You don't need a sweater. You don't need nothing. You just chill. You can go to sleep in it.
Oh wow.
Relax. It's fucking.
It's pretty thick though.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick.
But don't try wearing it to a supermarket because Nazi Liz over here will tell you.
I
had a great time, man.
Yeah, no, I said no. I said no for me. It's a no for me.
It is a great
It's
time.
a motherfucking no for me. Not in my household. Yeah, that's right.
Are you jealous? This boy is totally jealous, man. Oh, that's his wife. He don't know what to do right now.
You know when you put it down, you don't gotta worry about any of
He might take her for the night, man. He might take her for the night, though.
I doubt you. I bet she won't.
It was very strange as we were just standing there waiting for the rest of the group. We didn't want to just move away simply because this drunk guy was making weird signs at us. It went on for a while and then he started walking towards us again.
No, let him motherfucker alone. Nice, let him motherfucker. I leave him alone. I leave him
What?
alone.
No, we're good. We're good.
No dinero. Ah, leave him alone.
I had no idea why he was after me in particular.
You got them dirty! What's wrong with that guy? ¿Qué pasó? Oh my God! Hello guys! Another top thing to do here in Mexico City is visiting the Zócalo. This is the downtown main square. Check this out. It actually looks like Europe down here. You have all the kids playing. You have all these majestic buildings. Kind of reminds you of Rome a little bit. But we are here in Mexico. Everybody's down here. Look at this.
Mexico City has been an incredible experience for me. This is a city you should never overlook. There's so much here. Culture, energy, history, and real life. That makes it truly special. One of the main reasons we came here was to welcome Robert back to Mexico. And at the same time, it gave us the perfect opportunity to discover another city in this beautiful country. Time flew by, but we made the most of it.
We've been drinking all day. We had the mariachis, man, they messed me up. Look at this place. It's crazy. Everybody comes here.
Mexico City is a beautiful place. The heart of it actually reminds me of some of the great European cities. If you've never been here, don't limit yourself to what you see in the media. Like anywhere else, it has its challenges, but there are so many areas you can enjoy safely and confidently.
This is like right in the heart of Ciudad de Mexico, which is the center of the whole thing.
Pero pa' qué ir tan lejos, dime tú, si en México se vive mejor el mood. Bote con mariachi, sol y canción, aquí la fiesta tiene corazón. Pa' qué soñar con otro lugar, si aquí la cumbia no deja de sonar. Más risas, más sabor, en mi México hay más diversión. No necesitamos traje ni pose, aquí con chanclas también se goza, tacos después, baile primero. La vida se disfruta sin tanto dinero. La cultura se vive, no se presume. Aquí la música nunca se consume. Se comparte, se baila, se siente. Con mi gente, con toda mi gente.
So guys, we are here by El Morro. This is the most popular place to have some churros out here. You can see the crowds. Look at that. So we are here by the San Juan de Litran, which is the train station. You exit here and you come straight down here to El Morro. And you are welcomed here with this line here. Wow. Who knew churros were so popular?
If there's one place you absolutely can't miss in Mexico City, it's El Morro. This spot is legendary. People will literally stand outside for hours just to get their hands on these churros.
We've been in line for close to 40 minutes now. And the line just got worse. Look at this. Everybody wants some churros. Look at that. It's so crowded.
Even from the outside, the excitement starts building. You can already see the process, churros going straight into that hot oil. And once you finally make your way inside, it gets even better. You got a front row view of everything. Churros coming out golden, getting dipped in chocolate, and all kind of toppings. People are literally willing to give up hours of their time just to get one of these. So you already know, this is something special.
So guys, what I have here is a family of grasshoppers. You can see the mom, the dad, and then the kids are right there.
Gusano blanco, escamoles, and crickets.
Gusano blanco is small like a maggot, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, it's large.
Very tasty.
What are you eating? Is it warm?
Fucking grasshoppers.
But he had to wrap it up in a tortilla and guacamole.
It's a weird texture.
Sounds like camarones seco.
I like camarón seco.
This was filmed in one of the most difficult moments of our time. Life didn't stop, but my heart goes out to everyone who's lost someone during COVID. Thank you for watching.
No es delito ser latino, no es delito existir, pero siento que mi sangre me puso un blanco encima de mí. No es delito amar mi origen, ni hablar como habló mi abuelo, pero aquí parece que ser latino es cargar un peso ajeno. Levantas una bandera y dicen provocación. Hablas español y dicen no perteneces, no.